Another of our local treasures, and one of our greatest, is our history. The first Europeans ever to ride horseback in North America came right through El Paso County. The earliest missions brought Christianity to America, starting right here. To understand how important El Paso is to the American story, go to San Elizario and walk the Mission Trail. A tour of the Mission Trail in San Elizario might start where nobody would want to finish.
There's a big step down. This is the first El Paso County jail.
Our guide, Borrego, describes this point of no return for murderers and horse thieves.
People didn't last in here too long. They were either hung the next day or they were shot out in the street before they got in here. The only jail Billy the Kid ever broke into is this jail here. He broke into this jail in November of 1876 to bust out his friend Elizario, who was arrested and was going to hang for murder.
Today we think in terms of 30-day sentences, 90-day sentences. That's not what this place was about.
Now here it was more like a 24 hours you're hanging from a tree the next day kind of thing, you know?
Probably this one right outside.
Well, there's a couple of them out here that we call the old hanging trees.
My take-home point is, you sure didn't want to steal horses around here.
No.
The exterior of the jailhouse is part of the original wall of the old Spanish fort in San Elizario. The Presidio, built after Don Juan Duñate, brought the first Europeans and the first horses through here. Part of the same wall is now home to El Paso County's only true art colony.
That's
A block full of studios where painters and sculptors sell their work, including our guide, Al, because everybody in San Eli does more than just one thing. And by the way, what they do best is act very friendly toward visitors. You continue on the Mission Trail past the site of the original courthouse and admire the ironwork still in good shape on this fence. And then the centerpiece of the Mission Trail experience, the San Elizario Chapel. Built in 1777, it's one of the 3 oldest buildings in Texas. The other 2 are the mission chapels in Isleta and Socorro. We found the chapel very much in transition. It's in restoration this year, but you can still walk right in, admire the stained glass, the afternoon light that streams in through them, the heartbreaking beauty of the cross, and the tin ceiling, its panels hand-painted by parishioners of what's now San Eli's Grand Catholic Church. San Eli is protecting and preserving a local treasure. The chapel, its grounds, and all the highlights of the Mission Trail attract photographers even on a quiet weekday morning, and groups of visitors all year round. Many of them will drive away from Maine and Glorieta and not even realize they're tracing the Spaniards' famous Camino Real.
It was just the thoroughfare, even they used even during the gold rush, all the way up to Santa Barbara, California.
What do you think El Pasoans ought to know about how this kind of history has made us who we are and what we are?
You know, the thing is, it all started here. It all started in our area. And I don't think half of El Paso even realizes that that happened. We've got the history sitting right here in the palm of our hands, and I'm glad you're here letting everybody know about it.
And we're just getting started on our tour of your local treasure. Still ahead, a trip to Waco Tanks. And then it may be hidden to most, but most musicians know